So I'm trying to understand Buenos Aires. And I've only got a week.
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la.
Kind of amazing they work, you know? I look at a plane, I'm figuring, I understand scientifically how they fly, but it doesn't look like it should work.
No, it doesn't.
That's a big hunk of metal.
Yeah.
And who are these people? Are they waiting for friends to arrive, or no? They're just here looking at planes.
Yes, it's popular. You come here and you watch a couple of planes come and go.
The whole family.
Yeah.
Buenos Aires, capital of Argentina, second largest country in South America. It's got a quirky, unique character all its own. It looks like no other place, and it feels unlike any other.
Silence.
Yeah, right? It's very pretty here. I mean, it's really beautiful. I'm glad I came in the summer. It's when it's quiet. It's got sort of a mournful, sad, sweet quality that I like. Fits with the architecture. Where does everybody go? Like now, where is everybody?
The city's empty. The month of January, everyone go for holidays.
January and February are the hottest months here, middle of summer. And most porteños who can afford it get out of town to cooler climes.
They go to Uruguay or Mar del Plata, which is our beach, or to Patagonia, or to the north. I have a home in Patagonia, far away from any restaurant. It has no internet, no electricity, no phone.
I mean, it's a little antisocial. For a guy who's a communicator, you're all over television.
Yeah, I'm not very social.
Chef restaurateur Francis Malman is one of the biggest and most influential figures in Latin American gastronomy. A TV star, head of a restaurant empire, and now in middle age, gives delightfully few shits about anything unimportant.
This is a restaurant I love, Carlitos. He serves you whatever he has. There's no menu.
Of Of all the places in the world that Francis Mallmann can eat and has eaten, it's this place he wanted to take me to. Bodegon Don Carlitos.
It's him and his wife in the kitchen with the 2 daughters. There's nobody else, and they've been open for 45 years.
An unassuming family-run joint across from the soccer stadium.
So who are the customers ordinarily?
You know, it doesn't have prices. It's fun because you see very simple people, and if you look sort of wealthy and elegant, you will get a big check, and if not, you'll get a small check. That's the way it works. This is Carlitos. Carlitos.
What do you do, sir?
We can.
Thank you. Oh, beautiful. I will have this guy.
There are gods here besides tango and football, or soccer as we call it. There's beef. Porteños, as residents of Buenos Aires, are called like beef, and meat in general, but particularly beef.
That's fantastic. Man, I love this place already.
Yes, I love meat. I eat meat every day. La morcilla.
Now that's exciting. This is one of my favorite things on earth.
Le boudin.
Love it. Now, it's a proud country. I mean, one of the stereotypes is that Argentinians are too proud, that they're full of themselves, vain, proud. If this is so, why is psychotherapy so huge in this country? I mean, this is the kingdom of doubt.
You know, my kids have been to the shrink since they're 8 for a year or 2. Because, you know, we go to the shrink and talk to someone who you don't know,
Right?
with whom you can say whatever you want. I did it myself a couple of years when I was 30.
I mean, it's an extraordinary thing because in many cultures, to confess that you need to even confide in someone is seen as a sign of weakness. Here, everybody does it and in no way frowned upon it. It's kind of cool. Because I could use somebody. I need somebody to talk to.
Have you ever done it?
I was a teenager. My parents caught me with drugs, and as part of the deal to stay out of trouble, I saw a therapist briefly.
Meet Mariana, my therapist. Argentina has the distinction of being home to more head shrinkers per capita than anywhere else in the world.
So, Tony, what brought you here?
What brought me here? Well, things have been happening. Like, I will find myself in an airport, for instance, and I'll order an airport hamburger. It's an insignificant thing. It's a small thing. It's a hamburger, but it's not a good one. Suddenly, I look at the hamburger and I find myself in a spiral of depression that can last for days. George Orwell said something that really upset me. He talked about human beings are essentially tubes into which we shove food. And this is my job. I travel around the world with these people, and they turn on the cameras, and then for a certain period of time, my job is to shove food into my face. And
what's wrong with that?
You have to eat.
Wow, look at that. They're just not messing around here, right?
It's beautiful.
I mean,
No, it's perfect food.
wow. I mean, it's really unnecessarily delicious. What kind of food is this? Where is it rooted?
Between Italy and Spain, and then a bit of the gaucho too with the meat, the way he cooks it. La Boca, this neighborhood, is very Italian. They say that this is where Tango was born, in this little street 2 blocks away here called Caminito.
And where does that come from emotionally? The need for tango, why here?
Tango is extremely sad. It's about love, about despair, it's about poverty. And the dance, I think, is one of the most elegant dances in the world, you know, when they barely move and suddenly they stop. When they stop, you know, you tremble because you feel that the man is sort of inside of her almost. And then he goes on.
It's crushingly lonely. I travel over 200 days a year. So I had this dream again that I've had as long as I can remember. I'm stuck in a vast, old Victorian hotel with endless rooms and hallways, trying to check out, but I can't. I spend a lot of time in hotels, but this one is menacing because I just can't leave it. There's another part to this dream always where I'm trying to go home, but I can't quite remember where that is.
Are you alone?
I'm alone in this dream, yes.
In my heart, what I like of Buenos Aires in Argentina is that we take time to sit down and have lunch every day.
Totally. Yeah, I'm always hungry.
And they finish lunch and they stay at the table for 1 hour more with their friends. And then they go to work or they have a siesta.
Then nap.
And then a nap.
Very important.
Yeah.
Totally, I'm on board with that.
On the outskirts of town, in the roaring summer heat, the fires still burn hot. The tempting miasma of meat fills the mid-afternoon air. On the parrilla, many parts of once living things sizzle and char for the pleasure of those porteños who remain in town. Like Mariana, my new therapist.
Wow, what?
Wow.
Wow, I don't think that's enough.
Meat is king, and fire, and we shall go hard in honoring the flame.
God, I don't know where to attack this first.
All of us, we call it achuras.
Achuras.
Kidney,
Right.
sausage, which is chorizo, black sausage, which is the morcilla here.
And this is the famous intestine, right?
Yes.
After a week or two here, even confirmed carnivores like myself will fall to their knees, praying for a vegetable.
So, is this normal, like lunch for people?
Yes, completely.
Tell me, what did you do during your time in Buenos Aires?
Eat a lot of meat.
Yeah.
You have any vegetables in this country at all?
You know, there are a lot of vegetarian people here.
Yeah, right.
And they...
Chicken.
A chicken is a vegetable, isn't it?
Why is therapy so big in Argentina? Because, I mean, the country also has this gaucho tradition, a very macho tradition.
Yes, that's what therapy is for. They can do it there.
They can. So it's okay.
Yeah, it is okay.
See, as New Yorkers, we tell each other, you tell strangers all of your problems. We overshare.
Well, people here don't overshare.
No. I feel like Quasimodo, the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
If he stayed in nice hotel suites with high thread count sheets, that would be me. I feel kind of like a freak, and I feel very isolated. I communicate for a living, but I'm terrible at communicating with people I care about. I'm good with my daughter. An 8-year-old is about my level of communication skills, so that works out.
Oh, my God.
That was just the vegetable course.
Yes.
Later, I'm gonna have a nap. That would be a porteño thing to do. Like after, yeah, have a nice.
It's more like people from the provincias, from the.
Right. Well, that's me. I'm a country. No, I'm not. I'm not a country boy.
No,
Actually.
you're a city boy.
I'm a city boy, but I do like naps. So regular people, all summer long, you're stuck in Buenos Aires. What do you do?
Go for a barbecue. Go out for dinner. You have a lot of shows and concerts and music.
So what's the best season, the best time of year for you? The best money, the best business?
That is summer.
In the summer?
Summer, yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
What? Because it's tourists.
European people, or from the north, from the States, Canada.
Right,
This is
right,
called, now they come into the summer.
right.
All hail the waiter, the career server, that great disappearing species of proud, well-trained specialists, members of the service industry who trace their roots back to the great hotels of Europe and beyond into history. Those who remain, like this man Mario, we salute you.
So how many years in the dining room? A lot.
Yeah, I started when I was 70 years old in a restaurant.
17.
17 years.
The people who work in the kitchen, one type of personality. The people in the dining room, you need to be more sociable.
I like very much to speak with all people from the whole world. And I speak English, German, I speak German very well, Italian, Portuguese.
A friend of mine who's worked in the business a long time, he tells me, whenever a man comes into the restaurant with a woman, they never say, oh, Mr. Good to see you again.
No.
You don't know if the woman is his wife or someone else. And if you say, oh, so good to see you again, they say, what do you mean again? I thought you said you'd never been here.
I remember when I was 18 years old, I was in a restaurant working, came a man with his wife and say, how are you, Dr. Rodriguez?
Right.
Always do you go to the nightclub?
Ooh,
Shh. That man won't kill you.
right, big problem now.
No, of course, no, never must say that.
If you're a cheap tipper, by the way, or rude to your server, you are dead to me. You are lower than whale feces.
20, 30 years ago, waiting was a profession.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Everybody learned certain skills. If you need to bone out a fish, serve the fish at the table side.
I make everything.
Right. So steak flambe,
Yeah,
no problem.
no problem, no.
Right. Crepe Suzette,
Crepe Suzette, of course. Everything I do it, yeah.
all of this, of course.
I know.
Fold the napkins.
Yeah, all that shit. I remember when I started in dining room, there was 5 captains, 6 waiters, 5 assistant waiters, sommelier, assistant sommelier. It was quite different. Nowadays it's more simple. All come in dish, they put them
Right.
finish, yeah.
In France, no more. You don't see
No
it.
more, no?
No, in the Michelin restaurants, you don't see it.
Nowadays the people are more simple, yeah.
Because they're easy.
Yeah. Easy, very easy. They say, keep me red wine, keep me white wine, no problem which one. This work was I do it as waiter, slowly melting away. That's a finish, I suppose, 15 years or 20 years more, it's finished.
To the old style. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Who do Porteños see themselves as? I mean, do they say, well, I'm Argentine, I'm from Argentina, or do they say, well, my people came from Italy, or my people came from...
You're from Spain. The porteño itself, they think there is from another planet. No, I'm porteño. I'm from Buenos Aires. I'm different from anybody else.
I tell stories for a living. I write books. I make television. A reasonable person does not believe that you are so interesting that people will watch you on television. I think this is evidence of a narcissistic personality disorder to start with.
Do you think you had a narcissistic personality before you start to be like a public person, or after that?
I think before, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I think always.
So,
It's nothing to be done.
I know that the morning after you'll become a monster that brings me up and things about to blow. A monster. Monster! 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 Monster!
spread of so many thoughts, Buenos Aires. You have, you know, the life of the musicians, which is very important here, the tango, all the artists. Then you have sort of the corporate world, which is always boring. And on the other edge, you have in the very poor neighborhoods all these hundreds of thousands of children that run behind a ball and they want to be soccer players. And they have a dream, it's all they have. And they know the faster they run, the harder they hit that ball, the better they move around it, maybe they will get it.
Chef, you do this all the time?
Like once a week.
This late at night?
Yes.
It's way too late for me.
Restaurant subculture, depending on where you are, can revolve around a number of activities, not all of them wholesome in my experience. The business is hard, the hours are long, the camaraderie intense. After a long day and night of work, the mind turns to soccer? Okay, this is a distinguishing feature I was frankly unprepared for.
So everyone here work for you?
Well, we have like two teams, you know. He's the chef of Le Grill. It's a parrilla.
Yes.
And close, like 2 blocks, we have Chila, and I'm the chef.
So of course.
And we have the 2 teams.
Right.
Chef Soledad Nardelli, along with her husband and business partner, owns and operates Chila Restaurant, where she still works the line.
We, as a country, we are ignorant of our culture, traditions. We have a lot of products, not only meat.
Un bife solo a punto, por favor.
It's 1 a.m., and tonight it's a blood match between the crews of Chila and its sister restaurant, Le Grill.
We share a lot of products with Peru, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay. We have the big influence of immigrants like Germans, Swiss people, Netherlands. So that is our identity.
Rich traditions.
Yeah. Do you want a drink?
What do you have?
We have Fernet.
Fernet.
We've been drinking a little bit.
Oh, good.
We are used to drink aperitifs,
Right.
the digestives. It's good for your stomach.
Right.
You know? You know?
So it's healthy.
Yes.
I ain't playing no soccer. Alcohol and meat in tube form, however, are more familiar to me.
The chorizos are homemade. 40% pork, 40% cow, and all the cuts are dry aged. So,
Sweet. So it's got some funk.
yeah.
I don't know whether it's the television or the 30 years in the restaurant business. I never understood how normal people lived. You know, when I was a chef, I worked all day. I hung out all night with other cooks, other restaurant people. You know, like I really love like barbecuing on vacation in the backyard. I love cooking for my daughter. I like doing these really normal, mundane things because I never got to do them before. So you've been in the restaurant business a long time?
I started here in Buenos Aires
Right.
18 years ago.
Right, but wait a minute. Cooking was not your original plan. What was the original plan?
Law.
Was law.
Yes.
Yeah. But why would you do such a foolish thing? I mean, there's no money in cooking most of the time. Back then, it was a business dominated entirely by men.
I was not feeling good with myself, you know? I said, maybe I'm going to be a really good lawyer, but I'm not going to be happy in my life.
So right away, you said, okay, I'm going to cook. And you went to Bocuse, to Institute Paul Bocuse?
Yes, at Lyon. Yes?
Yes. It's a tough school.
Yeah. Well,
Very, very traditional.
For me, the experience of France was really hard.
Oh, I can only imagine.
You know, Latin American woman from Argentina, speaking less few French. I cry all night. Call my mom, and she told me like, Sole, go on, keep going, keep going, keep going. And I always said, when I have the opportunity of running my own kitchen, I'm not going to repeat any of the things that they did to me. So, till now, I did it okay, you know?
Good for you.
You know, all these tough guys, they're all big babies anyway. Like the first women who came into kitchens when I started, back when it was all men, one woman would come in and pretty soon all the guys are like going crying to them with their problems. It's like, you know, please be my mommy, you know, tell me what to do, you know.
I think we're ready for chorizos, eh?
Thank you so much.
The delicious, delicious choripan is an iconic street food around here for reasons that are immediately obvious once you bite into one. Oh, that's good. I needed this badly.
Che.
This is Argentinian style. It's beer with Coke.
Beer? No, that's wrong, man. No.
I'm old for this.
Who's here? It's summer, right?
Well, that's a very interesting question. A lot of lower class people that cannot go out for a holiday,
Right.
they stay here
Make
and
their own
they
holiday.
make the party happen in their own neighborhood.
Now, how long is Carnival season here?
And it goes on every weekend for a month.
A month.
Yeah.
Carnival is different in Argentina, decidedly different. In every barrio in Buenos Aires, there are celebrations, with over 100 murgas, as they're called, taking to the streets, traveling from barrio to barrio by bus, doing their thing. So they're like neighborhood teams?
Yes, every neighborhood has one or two of these murgas,
Right.
and they start in one neighborhood and then go to another and then go to another, and it's healthy competition between every neighborhood.
These guys are Murga Los Amantes. They're from La Boca, which, according to the guidebook, is an old industrial neighborhood in the Port District known for historic buildings and no small amount of crime. Is it like a parade, a block party?
It's a little bit of each. This is not like Rio Carnival.
Right.
You have a huge parade with lots of money in.
Right. You know, we do a lot of different scenes, most of the meals, or I drive sports cars, I jump out of planes. But there are a few things that terrify me. Carnivals, I'm afraid of clowns. Horrified. People dancing, crowds. You know, I've lived a long life without ever going to Carnival in Rio or Mardi Gras. I don't like it. There's something frightening about crowds, too. I mean, what if they all decide to do one thing at the same time? It starts as a party. 5 minutes later, it's like Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pity that you couldn't enjoy the whole carnival stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, this is perfect for me. I'm sitting down, I'm drinking beer. It's all right, honestly.
It has a common roots with Brazilian carnival and Uruguay carnival, but in each place took a different way. In Brazil, it was more for the spectacle and the lights. And here, it's more about the pride of the neighborhood.
Thank you for that. This romanticism, this sadness, this love of sadness. What was it about the history of Argentina that allowed this to take root?
From a difficult life. From a life, you know, living in a little room, but always with the glory and the dream of the night out, of the man who has his beautiful hat for Saturday night. And then next morning, you know, reality's back.
Who's left in the city? Who else stays?
Who else stays? Well,
Construction workers?
construction workers. This building, it's a big one. It's 18 stories.
Right.
It's in the middle of Capital Federal, from the center of Buenos Aires.
Right.
So it's going to be an expensive building.
So who's going to live here?
I don't know. People with money.
I mean, you know, how's the economy?
The economy, it's crazy. It's,
Some people doing good and some people not doing good.
yeah, the middle class has been disappearing.
They tell me that everybody in Argentina sees a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Is this true?
It's true. There's
Everybody?
Yeah. Well, not everybody. People that can afford it, but...
Right.
So let's go back to the first question I asked. What brought you here?
I'd like to be happy. I'd like to be happier. I should be happy. I have, you know, incredible luck.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to be able to, you know, look out the window and say, hey, life is good.
And you don't?
No. I'm not going to get a lot of sympathy for people, frankly. I mean, I have the best job in the world, let's face it. I go anywhere I want, I do what I want. Look, that guy over there loading sausages on the grill, that's work. This is not so bad. It's all right.
Not so bad.
I'll make it.
Yeah.
If people work hard like they do in construction, it is expected that they be well-fed. And in Buenos Aires, well-fed means, yeah, you guessed it.
How often do they do this?
Once a week, on Fridays. They used to do it every day, but economic, you know, the meat
Meat
is really expensive.
expensive now.
remember, you know, walking on the street and you smell the...
You smell it from the construction sites.
Yeah.
So most construction sites, they do like this?
Everyone.
Nico, lead singer of Octophonic.
Hola.
Like nearly every porteño,
Sweet.
he knows good beef
Gracias.
and where to find it.
It's good. Unless you work hard, you need a big hunk of meat.
It's, you know, from the low chain of the meat, but it still has a lot of fat, and it's
Right. Good for you.
Yeah. He says that we need some wine, red wine.
Yeah, right?
I saw some construction sites that they have.
They serve wine?
Yeah.
Man.
I guess the owners of this construction especially are strict about it.
I'd be a little nervous.
Yeah, of course.
Guys up on the top floor
50
drinking.
meters. Yeah.
So where are most of these guys from?
¿Son todos de acá ustedes? ¿O paraguayo también? ¿Vos sos paraguayo? We got one from Paraguay here. A lot from Argentina.
From Buenos Aires or from outside of Buenos Aires?
Usually from inside, from the provinces.
And how long has the job lasted?
I was asking, it started 1.5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a long time. How much work is there? A lot, a little? I mean, after this, another job?
¿Tienen trabajo después de esto, no? ¿Terminan este y van a otro? Yeah, I guess they jump from construction to...
So they're working regular, always?
Yeah.
Seguir y seguir la huella. Es demasiado aburrido. Seguir y
It's hard to get back to work after having...
Yeah, I just want to go home and sleep.
de mi carreta. Nunca los voy a engrasar.
Flying out, just a few hours.
And you're going now next to Rome? It's such a beautiful city.
No, next, Brazil, then to Japan, Nashville, Vietnam, Houston. You know, like there's the evil cheeseburger that sets me off, the evil hamburger. Suddenly I'm super depressed for days. It's like that with the good stuff too. I have a couple of happy minutes there where I'm thinking, life is pretty good. This is cool, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah. It's like the movies, but cheaper.
Yeah, right?
The pilot of the airplane saying hi to the kids.
Wow. What's in the box, man? What's in there?
Here we have Amargo Obrero, which is like workman's bitter. It's a kind of vermouth.
Yeah, I'll have some of that.
So, how are you doing therapy?
My therapy? Oh, I feel all better now.
Yeah?
All better. What do you think? How, I mean, is there hope for me?
Wow.
Oh, boy. Oh, that doesn't sound promising.
I think what is good is that you start thinking or keep thinking about what's wrong in your life, what do you want to change, and especially what do you feel you can't change.
I was kind of hoping for a prescription for, like, morphine. Was this an unreasonable expectation?
before. I think you should keep doing therapy too.
Yeah, me too. You're probably right.
Yes.
I love staying in Buenos Aires in summer when the streets are empty. I love the city. I was born here, this huge metropolis where a lot of cultures melt. People from all Latin America, people from Asia, people from Europe. The personality of Buenos Aires is made from the melt of cultures.
When I get back to New York, I'll tell you, I'm gonna get off that plane, I'm gonna make myself a big salad. Excuse me, kid, what? Sorry for the language.
All right, what do you say we get some sausages?
Yeah.
In the early 1960s, 3 idealistic young CIA officers arrived in Laos, a sleepy, mountainous country of barely over 2 million people, mostly rice farmers. Their mission? Stop the spread of communism, recruit and train hill tribe warriors to fight a shadow war against the North Vietnamese and the Pathet Lao. The war in Laos was secret. The Russians knew about it. The Chinese knew, the Vietnamese, the Laotians certainly knew. The only people who didn't was the American public and Congress.
I took a walk through this beautiful world, felt the cool rain on my shoulder, found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la.
Chị tao này là cho hút bò cho một cái con mà nó đại cho cá đại cho cá mà nó cho anh nó cho sao toแล้ว thì cho cho bé sang cho tha thì có mình thì đi.
Never actually at war with Laos, at the same time we were fighting in neighboring Vietnam, the United States flew more than 500,000 missions over this tiny Southeast Asian nation, dropping more bombs here than on Germany and Japan in all of World War II combined. This only a part of the largest covert military operation in history, a conflict that became known as the Secret War. There were 3 intelligence officers, key players in this secret war, who, depending on who you talked to, were either greatly loved or greatly feared and despised. Anthony Bourdain, also known as Tony Poe, had an extensive paramilitary background as a former Marine and CIA officer. Bill Lair, a Texan and World War II vet, was an influential CIA case officer. Vint Lawrence was recruited right out of Princeton, even though he was an art history major. They succeeded at first in impeding the flow of communist North Vietnamese arms and troops on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. But by the end, they were arming even children. What happened here, presumably in the cause of freedom, of democratic Western values, resonates still. An estimated 30% of the bombs dropped on Laos failed to detonate. These and other UXOs remain in the ground and continue to take lives and limbs. When you get off the plane,
Yes.
what's the first sort of recognizable smell that registers?
Wood smoke, grilling, river as well. You know, it's just like the recall. It's like
Diesel or whatever the fuel is here, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
From the first time I heard of Laos, I was hooked and filled with the desire to see the place. Once a storybook kingdom of misty mountains and opium, at one time a protectorate of France, a mysterious landlocked nation bordered by China, Thailand, Cambodia, and as fate would have it, Vietnam.
Best restaurant view ever. All these women butchers.
Chef James Sihabut earned his Michelin star in San Francisco.
This is the first thing I get off the plane. I'm just gonna go find some topiaks in.
He learned to cook from his mother and never looked back until recently.
It's crispy pork, sliced pork,
Blood cake,
in it,
meat broth.
beef broth. Yeah, oh, it's like steaming hot.
James' family, like many, fled the fighting in Laos or the communist takeover that followed it. Nowadays, things are looking up a bit, and some, like James, are returning.
Oh man, it's just like so homey. Takes you to a place. Takes me to a place.
What's it like being back, man? I mean, it's only your second time, but what's it like?
Oh, yeah, it's like home more and more. I totally get it. Like my mom's like, I want to go back home. That's a common thing. Refugees live in the States for a couple years. Once their children have their own careers and families, they come back. My mom's doing that now, but you know, rice farming again. She said, I want to move back to Gawai and have a more relaxed life. I was like, that's hard work. You know,
But she's happy?
She's happy, super happy. She looks a lot younger now after she moved back.
Less stress, I guess.
Yeah.
This village we call Longlan.
Rice farming?
Yes, they're doing rice and also growing some vegetable.
Northern Laos, enchantingly beautiful, sparsely populated by remote mountain villages. For centuries home to ethnic minority hill tribes like the Hmong. This is where the CIA recruited, trained, and armed over 100,000 fighters.
They start to build this road since 1983.
Before that,
Yeah.
how did you get up and down, walk? In these same mountains, but on the other side of the conflict, there were people like Mr. Lee, now in his 80s, who fought for the communist Pathet Lao. He is Hmong, and during the Secret War, he fought other Hmong. Ah, fantastic. Wow.
This is chicken.
Chicken.
And this is chicken also, but with blood and some inner heart. Every Hmong family will know this.
Beautiful. He was here when the French were here, yes?
Lại bắp bọt cho mình phụ.
Tức tỏ cá nói là lần đầu phát kỳ khía cho các mà liên ca thản.
Nè, hay là hay sinh sinh nhà tàn thon đó thìฝรั่งต่อcá thì 1963อเมริกาแล้วตัวmongตัวmong bọtตัวbọt đó. Lại mua cho nó cho là xí tua xứ thì bây giờ hayว่าcon xí cũng chỉ tổ chức cũng chỉ có tổ chức thôi nè.
How was he injured?
Thành ra do Uli cha có họ trồng mỏ.
Họ ấy chỉ trồng one đại chỉ do chỉ trồng bông.
Là tôm bông tua trầu vậy.
Là
bông đàn lâu đó.
Yêu trồng nó. Cái
chừng nhau có vậy.
Cái bông chừng nhau nó lại mua chỉ tao nè.
In the end, when the last choppers hurriedly left Vietnam, Laos and many Lao who fought with us were left behind too. What had been a kingdom was now a communist regime. Yeah, the bad guys won. A few who'd been most directly associated with the American effort, unwilling to face rehabilitation camps or worse, never surrendered, and are, all these years later, hiding in hills like these.
Hmong were killing Hmong bitterly for many years. If the same people who were trying to kill him and who he was trying to kill came back now, how would he feel about that?
Chỉ cứ đi nó cho thảo sinh tua thì có chỉ bao tiền cũng có có cũ,เพราะว่าจะเขาไปหาเรื่องตื่นchỉ có cáiตัวจักรแล้วว่าคือว่าตี
Laos' ancient capital is a sleepy city of ornate palaces and temples. They enthusiastically observe Bun Ak Pansa here, a big party marking the end of Buddhist Lent. The whole thing culminates in a few days with a fire lantern festival, the symbolic casting away of your sins. But this morning, the Lao are watching and drinking as others pull at oars and race to the finish line.
Boat festival?
Yeah, boat festival here. But today is a girl racing.
Each boat will be women from the same village.
Yeah, one boat is one village.
For weeks, racing teams have been practicing on the Mekong River, each team sponsored by a local Buddhist monastery.
Eat, drinks, enjoy view, enjoy bird.
How old is this tradition?
It's a long time ago, many generations. We start maybe on 6th century.
Uh-oh, what are we doing?
Khắp cháy.
Lao Lao?
Yes, lao lao. So we do some lao lao. So made by the sticky rice, so
yes,
it tastes good.
That one's quite strong. Woo.
This is close. Both of you born here?
Yeah, well, I'm the older sister and she's younger.
How has the country changed since you were little kids?
The country changed a lot. We opened the tourism scene, so it's good for the local economy and local people. They can earn money direct from the visitor and tourists.
President Obama was just here a few months ago.
A few months ago.
Yeah, he got offer a lot of help for education and for the
unexploded ordnance removal. I think $90 million.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
Help a lot. This one, the local snack.
Oh, chicken feet. Good.
and buffalo tendon.
Oh, nice. Good. Yeah, we'll try that. Squid?
Dry squid.
Squid? God, I love this. This is delicious.
When we eat and we enjoy food in Laos, we say sep lai.
Sep lai.
Sep lai.
Your hotel.
My hotel.
How long has it been open?
Well, it's been about 20 years.
I'm having lunch at the Ban Lao Hotel. During the Secret War, it was the offices for USAID, America's foreign aid mission. The building was also a cover for CIA headquarters.
That big building used to belong to USAID.
Can we say...
USA or CIA? I don't know.
Well, this is what I want to ask. Generally speaking, back in the 60s and 70s,
yeah.
USAID and CIA had a lot of, let's say, overlap.
Mama Vaughn, who I met here on my last trip, is making lunch, an elaborate spread of dishes whose recipes are left over from imperial times.
So, what do we have here?
This is lonesome fish from Mekong. We cook with shallots and garlic and chili and coconut milk and pork.
Crab? River crab?
River crab, yeah. See?
It's good.
It's only in Luang Prabang.
You can eat the shell.
Yes. And fish with pork grill.
All in
Banana
leaves.
And a ginger sauce. We eat with pork skin.
Pork skin. And we have to have sticky rice.
Yeah, sticky rice.
Okay, bon appetit.
Food like this. This is an imperial dish, a royal dish. Have these disappeared, these recipes, or are they still here?
They're still here, but you know, Tony, sometimes they do it not the way that not supposed to do it. They change ingredient a lot. My grandma teach me how to do this.
Now, you were born here, yes, in Luang
Yes,
Prabang?
in Luang Prabang, yep.
And Michelle,
I was born in Vientiane.
In Vientiane.
Have you lived here all your life? No.
In France.
In France.
At the age of 11, I went to France to study. I came back in 1971.
Oh, difficult times, 1971. Very good.
Yeah, it was still the war.
Mama Vaughn's longtime friend Michelle is a journalist, though what that means in a communist one-party state like Laos is necessarily different than what you and I might define it as.
When I was in Paris, I studied ethnology. When I came here, they said, ethnology can wait. What we need is journalists.
That's why you get your job.
That's how I became a journalist.
American involvement here remains a particularly painful and even taboo subject with the Lao government.
Obama, the United States president, just came here to visit. What do you think it means for Laos?
Well, I think one important thing is the UXO, unexploded ordnances.
Right.
American B-52s. They came on bombing missions on Laos every day. And after bombing, they have to cross Mekong back and land. But they are not allowed to land with bombs on board.
Right.
So if they have bombs left, they would drop them at random. That's why we have so many in so many provinces.
What do you think it means, though, that the president came here? Look, this is a small country, only 7 million and change people.
Yeah.
Not a lot of mineral resources.
No, not really.
No oil. If you were a cynical person.
I'm not.
I mean, why do you think he came?
Well, you have China, you have Russia, you have...
You think that maybe we think we need a friend in the neighborhood?
I think everybody needs friends. And,
Nice answer. So you were born in a refugee camp?
Yes.
Moved to the States, what age?
2. I don't really remember much. My dad never once talked about the Secret War. Didn't really explain why we had to come to the States. We just like, we're here, enjoy it.
On almsgiving is a daily ritual, but this is special.
People always sit down along the street,
Right.
wait for the monk coming and give sticky rice. Most people, they keep sticky rice.
Bunak Pansa means the end of months of isolated meditation. Monks celebrate with a once-a-year Halloween-like bonanza, where in addition to the usual sticky rice, all manner of treats are offered.
I was a novice, come from my home village to live in the temple in Luang Prabang. I finished a monk.
In orange robes, the whole bit. Now, do most young men go to the temple to...
To get education, yes.
It's the only way you get like public education is to become a novice.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, let's
So everybody?
Everybody, yeah. And that's where you learn English.
Yeah.
And you speak French too?
No.
No.
Chef James' friend, Mr. C, lives with his extended family on the outskirts of Luang Prabang. Looks awesome. So, what do we got here?
Alam is an iconic Lao dish. Wood ear mushrooms, dill. The key ingredient is the pepperwood. These wooden blocks, which has like white pepper, star anise.
That infuses the fish. You don't eat it.
It's like you don't eat it. Very herbaceous, peppery, really rich.
Unlike anything I've ever had.
We have 2 types of lop. One's raw, one's cooked.
So it's cooked buffalo, raw buffalo.
Buffalo.
Man, that's really good.
This was kind of improvised. Lit bang. Lit bang translates to fixed blood. So it's buffalo blood. It's a really tricky way to prepare the dish because you want the blood to set. So the way you do it is dilute the blood with water.
Right.
And just pour it over herbs, and that's it. Lao panna cotta.
This is really, really good. You know, the balance is so beautiful.
This meal kind of represents like the Lao table. You always got to have a soup. You always got to have some kind of lob, a stew, some kind of muddled salad, sticky rice, of course, and dip.
And beer Lao.
And beer Lao.
Let's get some
Yeah, let's get that.
beer Lao.
Let's get that.
Sorry. Amir.
Your parents left Laos in what?
81.
81.
And, you know, we migrated to a community of other Laotians. And it was pretty much a community like this. We all share, we bartered.
Scratching out a living. I mean, if you were Laotian and you wanted to make money back then, you were cooking Thai food.
Exactly. You know, my mom worked in Thai restaurants. And
What does your mom think of your Lao cooking?
actually, she's pretty impressed, surprisingly. It's like, the first thing she does when she walks to my kitchen is she goes to a waste bin. And she goes, looks in the trash and goes,
Why are you throwing this out?
yeah, it's, you know, it's just like cilantro stems.
So how many years were you in Laos?
3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
Well, what's the minimum?
Minimum 7 days.
Wow, that's easy.
Easy.
I don't have time.
Yeah.
What's life like at the temple? Sleep on the floor? You sleep in a bed?
Normally, we sleep on the floor. Later, I sleep on bed.
1 meal a day.
1 meal a day?
2.
2.
Breakfast and lunch.
Yes. You get a snack from almsgiving?
Yes, snack and drink coffee, Ovaltine, in the evening.
Coffee and Ovaltine, did you say?
Yeah.
Ovaltine.
Ovaltine.
Yeah.
This one?
You
No,
got
no,
it.
no.
Here's a cup. Here you go.
Oh, Ovaltine.
For you.
Cheers.
The American experience in this part of the world is something that everyone wants to pretend never happened. More bombs dropped here than all of World War II.
This is the gold medal of Laos. They say 1 ton per person. And if they continue to clean the country at that reason, more 600 years to clean.
Crane, come on, Crane, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, no, this is the strong stuff.
Ning for Jordan, good for you. Hello. 1, 2, 3.
Vua Ran Côn, Phép Măng Ta Sốc, An Côn Arasin, An Côn Phép Măng Tê, Phọc Trê Biêng. Phọc, Măng Tê Áo.
To see this part of the world. The thick, unmoving air, the smell, past rice paddies, water buffaloes, what feels like another century. Laos is the kind of place that can easily capture your heart and not let you go.
This is what you do, right? I mean, if you're thinking of a place to open a bar or a restaurant, you're going to put it by the river.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Nice breeze, nice view.
And you see Lao people, they come here during the afternoon, they have a drink, it's nice.
Perfect.
Perfect.
More than a few people came here for vacation and never went home, like Ben.
So how long have you been in Laos?
In Laos, around 15 years. I haven't been back to France for a long time.
When you first came here, what was it like?
It was just open, you know, it was beginning of 2000.
What do you mean by just open?
Before it was very difficult to travel, you know, no? If you have a permit to travel in Luang Prabang,
right,
you can only visit Luang Prabang. You want to go another province, you need to have a special permit to change. And I had a friend, my friend said, no, let's go to Laos. It's more protected, more natural, more authentic. I said, okay, why not? The first time I arrived in Luang Prabang, I was feeling like Indiana Jones, discovering a beautiful city. And the point is, I fell in love and I couldn't go back.
What's your typical day here? Like if you're not working, you're on a good day, you know?
A good day, you have a party. You have a party, beer lao, friends, that's for sure. Again, there is nothing special to do. It's just the way of life. Yeah. Training.
So how has it changed over the years? I mean, you go to Saigon or Hanoi, money coming in, foreign ownership of everything. That's not happening here?
Yes. I can see there is an acceleration now. Now, when you go to the market and you say, where it is from, they say Thailand, Vietnam, China, and to find local fruits is difficult. But if you talk to old people, they will say Bo Penyang. We are like the bamboo. We are not trees. So when there is too much wind, voila, we bend and we get up. And Bo Penyang. I was a monk for a little bit more than 1 month. In fact, I signed for 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, I wanted to stay a little bit. They push a lot the way to not suffer, to learn how to disconnect the important things in life. That's why the people, they drink a lot, they like to enjoy, to share. If you don't share, you are poor. More you give, more you're rich. You have money a lot, you lose your money tomorrow, some people will be upset. When you go up and going down, it's never a good feeling. Bo Penyang. As they say, look at the river. It's go up, it's go down, but always in the same way. And at the end is the end. Voilà. Bo Penyang.
Let us assume the best of the intelligence officers who served here, of the pilots and bombardiers who ran missions over Laos. That they were doing their duty as they saw it, that they believed they were serving the interests of their country.
So this a banana plantation?
Yes, banana and lemongrass.
That still leaves us with the unarguable fact that generations later, UXOs, or unexploded ordnances, remain a huge problem.
What's here, cluster bomb mostly? Bombies?
Yes, yes.
เพราะว่าเราเฉลี่ยได้เนาะแต่ว่าเนื้อที่ที่ว่า 66,000 นี่นะที่พวกทีมงานสำรวจพอเราลงสำรวจนี่นะก็ถือว่าเราพบผ่านมานี่ถือว่าเขาเจ้าพบมันก็ถือว่าเป็น 30 กว่าแล้ว
Organizations like UXO Lao are tasked with cleaning up the mess.
You go with a metal detector, dig them out by hand, no
Yes.
machines,
Yes.
detonate them.
The technology we use nowadays is the same that 20 years ago.
Right.
รายงานความปลอดภัยเข้ามาทราบแล้วเปลี่ยนงานดีนี่มีความปลอดภัยดีเปลี่ยนจุด2ก็มีความปลอดภัยดีเปลี่ยนด้านนี้แล้วให้ไปต้องที่กำบังและในขณะนี้ทีมงานเก็บกู้ร่มเฮาจะได้มีการทำลายระเบิดอยู่ที่นี้3 2 1ยิง
Wow. It's a big bang.
Imagine how the children pick it up.
Yeah. Laos is the most heavily bombed country per capita in the history of the world.
Yep.
80 million is the number of cluster bombs that did not detonate.
Since the war in Vietnam ended and we left our secret war here behind, 20,000 people, many of whom were not even alive during the conflicts, have been killed or maimed.
Now, most of the people who are blown up, who are they? Mostly farmers.
Nowadays, the pictures need to be changed to the children right now because the children is look like tennis ball. It's good for playing for the children to pick up as a toy.
So far, only half of 1% of the country has been cleared.
80 million cluster bombs
Right.
that still left in the country.
Right.
20 years, what we need is 1.4 million.
In
Just
20,
only
in 20 years.
20 years.
So that's a lot left.
That's a lot. And many people asking me how many years ago. I have no answers.
3
3,
2
2,
1
1.
ยิง
Sau đó tàu cá chỗ tàu ta này có một tàu bỏ nó từ trong mó là do tua nhón và
mà là khởi cho nèo và một số bậc cả và nhà lúc học và mới thuộc con á anh tàu chuyện như vậy để vùng khởi lò lỡ em mất tiền tàu chuyện của tua o tùn tới rồi theo mỗi ít tu mà lê tụ thi tê mà lê ilu lộc của lũ cô lê của từ là trâu lưng trâu là một khởi tới lúc bầm bì nè trong lúc là chỉ trả lời tới tôi hải ó trả lời tới tôi hải thì cho trong lúc mà từ tua này giờ là hải lục hàm mô này là tên này chỉ trâu gió thôi na chỉ tờ này nam trong chỉคนนี้ตัวthông mỏ là chúng nó này muốn trong cái têตัวchỉตัวtrong cái chỉตัวkia ta xin đấy
现在ก็บ้าหมอเราจะเป็นอะไรก็ตาม So this is bamboo soup. This bamboo is very fresh because they just get it from the forest up here. Normally the bamboo is a little bit bitter, but he has to boil it
Long time.
and then he'll take off the water. Then,
Change the water.
yeah, change the water and cook it again with chicken or duck.
Right, for flavor.
Yes.
So what year was he born? How old is the gentleman?
ก็อยู่ช่วงตัวเนี้ย
1960. So born at the beginning of the war here.
Yeah. 頭ก็整入面有個薄啦薄空波。
mà ôn chia tali.
Chia tali.
Chia tali. Hậu không bao trâu cũng là chỉ trong này giờ thì thầu mà cho không bao nào mà nó đau vậy. Nó đau thì qua có chỉ khơi bao chế nhà nhà dầu khơi tàu thì mình mất trồng dầu cùi mình dầu té lục mình dầu té tao mà lục bỏ lục la cái mũ. Đây lục vàng nhân đại chỉ lục vàng mà giờ sao sủng cha vậy. Sủng cha thì mới chuột mũ trâu lại lục vàng cậu hoàn chạy thì mình chỉ có thoát mình thì tụi có tàu mình tụi mình thả tụi sống này thì thằng tụi chỉ kéo nó cho thì nó tung thò lại thì trâu kia không nó ilu trâu nó trâu nó ilu trâu không nó chỉ nhau không một ta quê một America tha này một America.
While these days the effects of the secret war are receiving more attention, much of how we got here remains off limits. The CIA and their relationship with the Hmong, in part because there are, to this day, insurgents deep in the jungle, is a sensitive subject with the Lao government.
Where did the American doctors come from?
คือเขาบอกนะย้อนติดตัวเนาะ
rồi là một xe ấy số là chứ.
เขา對這種別嘢嘅嘢
là một xe ấy số.
So actually it's I think this is not a question, I think.
Okay. In a communist one-party state like Laos, it can be dangerous to talk politics.
You tell me whether we can talk about this or not, whether it's a comfortable subject or not. But here on one hand, we have Americans dropping bombs that blow this, at the time, child up.
Yeah.
And then there are American doctors to put him back together. Given that, is he angry?
ก็สายแต่อย่าแต่อยู่ถอนแล้วหมดจออย่ามีการตัวแล้วตัวจอบงแต่เราอยู่ว่าอยู่เจนะอย่าnó mỏ là
họ nó mà chỉ muốn bàn hạ chỉ mà tăng mà chỉ cũng rong xe để tụi bà bị sẵn để chẳng hạn chỉ muốn này mỏ để tụi bà chạm nên bị sẵn được từ trồng mỏ trồng cho là chỉ kho hủ trồng không bao giờ để chỉ tua là cũng cho là kho tàu.
I mean, all of the bombing, all of the suffering, all of the death, what did he think it was all for?
Thế mà mua bạc cầu cắt đó nó mà cũng chỉ bao giờ thế nào.
Wow.
When I first went up this river, I was sick with love. The bad kind. The fist around your heart kind. I ran far, but there was no escaping it. It followed me upriver all the way. That was 10 long years ago. A previous episode of a previous series in a previous life. Yet here I am again, heading up to that same longhouse in the jungle.
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la.
Last time I saw all this, I think it's fair to say I was at a turning point in my life. I promised some people I'd come back, and I am back. My life has changed a lot. How much have their lives changed? Kuala Lumpur. Happy to be here, but brimming with mixed emotions. Surrounded by all the sights, smells, and flavors I remember so well. This is where a wandering soul such as myself can dive right in and get some of that straight Chinese food I've been missing.
First order business, dinner. Been on a plane for like, I don't know. It was long. Very long. Saw like 5 Mark Wahlberg films. I can't tell you how excited about the prospect of getting some black pepper crab, some char kway teow, and some pork-related noodles, and a regional beverage. Reasonably cold. I don't even know what this is. I love you, noodles. Don't want to get all heavy and philosophical at this point. Like why I'm here, what my mission is, what I expect to find. Basically retracing my steps and all that. We'll talk about that later. Right now, noodles. Good wok. Hey, this place is most excellent. Char kway teow.
Char kway teow,
Char kway teow, bitches. Oh, look at that greasy, fatty. Yes, come to daddy. I'm a bad man. Look at this like random restaurant with like a purloined Minnie Mouse logo. And their food is unbelievably good. Oh yeah. Black pepper crab, come right here. Reveal yourself to me, my love. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Woo. Oh yeah. Wow. All right. The frenzy's over. Now to eat at a more relaxed phase.
Kuala Lumpur rises up out of steaming equatorial Southeast Asian jungle. Malaysia's capital city. A chaotic, multi-ethnic, multicultural, modern metropolis of Malay, Chinese, and Indian. This is where you start out when fulfilling a decade-old promise to your ex-headhunter friends to return for Gawai, the annual Iban Rice Harvest Festival.
What was interesting last time I was there was the old guys with their tattoos and the rings on their fingers.
Yeah, so the old people, a lot of them have passed on.
I hear no more skulls. They made them put the skulls away.
The Iban once enjoyed a truly formidable reputation as trackers, warriors, and ritualistic takers of heads. They were and continue to be wanderers, valuing the Bajeli, a tradition where every tribesman must set out from the longhouse of his birth to travel, learn, to bring something back. Each tattoo he gets over the course of his life represents a different experience, a different journey.
Basically, the tattoos are just to signify knowledge and the wealth that you brought back to the longhouse. What you probably would want to get is a bunga terong. Something like this.
Ah, like that.
Yeah.
Since last I saw you, and you gave me this.
And it's still there.
Still there.
10 years ago at his shop, Borneo Inc., Eddie David tattooed me with an Iban-style Ouroboros, a symbol of a snake eating its own tail. Life, death, the eternal ebb and flow. I think I was going through a hippie phase. Eddie does great work, and he's known for traditional tribal tattoos, but I'm looking forward to getting it done old school this time. Hand-tapped in the jungle.
So, I need your advice, because I'm going back to the same village that I went to last time.
Just be careful of the langkao.
The langkao. Yes, they had it in every type of bottle. This is clear, sort of cloudy liquid with particles in it.
Sometimes they put all kinds of weird stuff inside. My dad used to tell me they take a mosquito coil and leave it inside the langkao.
A mosquito what?
Coil.
Like the pesticide?
Yeah, so just to make it like stronger, I guess.
I would imagine so.
That's the natural staple. Gawai is usually partying, drinking, passing out, waking up, eating, drinking some more, passing out again, and then getting up and drinking some more. Yeah. You're gonna have fun, man.
Wow. All right. So I'm headed upriver again.
Yeah, sorry I can't be there.
I promised him, I said I'm going back.
About 9 years late on your promise, but
9 years
that
late.
happens with Langkao, you know, promises come liberally.
It was David Moggy who first took me up to the Longhouse. On that previous trip, we met at Auntie Inie's on the outskirts of KL.
Everything moves exponentially, right? I just feels like some things remain exactly the same. Some things haven't changed at all. This place is certainly one.
The charming, and for lack of a better word, fabulous Inie was an actor in the Malaysian film scene who now runs a very successful kampong-style restaurant specializing in beloved village or country classics. All of them prepared with a staggering finesse and precision. This is delicious, delicious food.
Welcome. It's been so long. Oh my God, and you still look as handsome as ever. All right. So,
Well, let's pick up right where we left off, which started with this.
help yourself.
Thank you.
Well, you're going to have the roast beef. And this is poached egg. And our favorite will be our rendang. This is
yes.
chicken rendang.
Oh, so good to be back.
I love watching you guys eat.
Who taught you to cook? Who was the good cook in your family?
When we were small, my grandmother would say stuff like, I don't care who you are, if you can't cook, you're nobody to me. So it's
Oh,
like,
wow.
yeah, they're from there. There's no teaching Malay cooking here. It just comes from your grandma's kitchen, your mom's kitchen, and you learn by smelling, by seeing. That's how I teach my children to cook. All these dishes, when you do them, the aroma just floats around. I know exactly whether the chili paste frying in the pan, ready or not. It's from here. Basically, it's from here.
Look, this food is so perfect. I mean, the flavors are so perfect. It's so delicious.
After a 2-hour flight from Kuala Lumpur, I land in Borneo, third largest island in the world, divided between Malaysia, Brunei, and Indonesia. Kuching, capital of the Malaysian Sarawak. It's a sleepy city with a colorful 19th century boys' adventure story history. Pirates, headhunters, opportunists, the former domain of Sir James Brooke, an Englishman who came to be known as the White Raja. For a century, generations of the Brooke family ruled Sarawak as an independent kingdom. They created their own army, the Sarawak Rangers, who also acted as the Raja's personal guard. Tomorrow I follow the pavement as far as it goes, and then it's boats the rest of the way, but first, breakfast. And fortunately, I know exactly where to go.
I think I sat at the same table last time. If I look at my life as a continuum, a trail of noodles going round and round the world until it comes right back to the same spicy bowl. Oh, yeah. That is, can I say tumescent on CNN? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. Oh, yeah, baby. This is just a magical dish. I don't know, it's like 2 types of noodles, I think. Chicken, prawn, coconut, chili. And, you know, the main event of this, it's the broth. The wisdom of the ages is contained in there. It's like super complex. Might be more of this. All right, I'll have another one of these. More. It's the broth. The broth. Look at it. Ah, thank you. Okay, now I'm becoming the object of much amusement. People have noticed I'm on my second. Damn. Best breakfast ever. Love that sound. Before heading out to the Longhouse, I'm meeting Kuching native Alex Wong at a dockside karaoke joint on the Malay side of town. Now, what's up with the karaoke here? I mean, it's popular everywhere, but this is alcohol-free karaoke.
Yes.
In my experience, you gotta be really dumb to do karaoke, but here apparently not.
No, it's the spirit, you know? Our people here, they can party anytime.
So you're coming upriver with us?
Yes, I am. I am. And
Excited.
4 days of non-connectivity, you know that, right?
Yes. I'm committed to that. It's the drinking.
I'm worried about that too, really, seriously, because I'm way past my drinking days, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't think there's an escape from it. So why are you back in Kuching after 10 years? I mean, why Kuching? You got a lot of other places in Borneo?
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm revisiting some stuff. Just I was in a weird place in my head when I first came here. I was personally, professionally, everything in my life was changing. I was in this sort of nowhere land between previous life and whatever came next. I'm retracing my steps to a lot of ways to see if it still hurts.
Ah, okay.
And also I said I'd promised these guys in the village, the chiefs, that I'd come back. Well, I made a promise and I'm gonna live up to it.
Yeah.
Even the jungle wanted him dead.
The Sprang River, what's the line? Snakes through the Sarawak jungle like a main circuit cable. Plugged straight in somewhere. A place. A state of mind. I don't know. I was a basket case last time I went up this river. My mind, miles away.
Is this how you remember it, Tony?
Yeah.
Exactly the same, huh? 10 years later.
Pretty much, yeah. So far.
You pick your way upriver, like walking up a gradual flight of stairs, getting out often to push. With several hours still to go, a stop for lunch.
There we are. Oh, we're eating right on the beach, too. All right, that's cool.
Looks like bamboo chicken there.
Good.
Nyamai though.
It's good, right?
It's great. They say nyamai here, nyamai. That means delicious.
Yeah, how's your Iban?
It's possible, I guess. All basic words.
Yeah, I gather the plan is to try to get there before dark.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Not me either.
No. Right.
Hello.
Selamat hari Gawai.
All those years ago, the man who looked after me at the Longhouse was named Itam. Over 80 years old back then, he led us bounding uphill through the jungle like a young gazelle. He still had the marks on his fingers of a man who'd taken heads. In Itam's case, presumably, communist guerrillas when he'd fought with the British during the Malay insurgency. We drank many shots of rice whiskey together under a bouquet of human skulls, trophies from another time. And I promised I'd come back for Gawai, a big deal in the Iban calendar, when friends and relatives return to the Longhouse. A lot has changed since the Iban tracked commies through the jungle, and much has changed in the 10 years since I've been here. Itam passed away the year before last at the age of 92. And the evidence of how timbering has depleted much of the forest is everywhere, scandalously so. It's dark by the time we arrive, but someone has been waiting for us.
Please advise me of protocol. Thank you. All for me?
Okay.
Oh yeah, just like old times.
Yeah.
There you go, my man. Custom must be observed.
Okay?
Thank you. Oh, yeah. More cell phones than last time.
welcome, isn't it?
Pardon? Itam's widow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Madam. Madam. My respect. My condolence.
Jadi ya datang dito kamu tak menuak tak baru kamu temu menuan me aku ya. She cannot stand longer.
Of
ya.
course.
Ya.
Thank you.
Kaya, sama Gawai.
Ya, dia makan tahu. 6 seripa.
back in Entelau after a lot of years and a lot of miles. I wake up to the sounds of early morning village life. Roosters call, the coughing and clearing of lungs as the elders rise to perform their morning chores. The whole village lives here in separate apartments, sharing a communal space that runs the length of the building. Some things have noticeably changed. The longhouse I first stayed in has been replaced by a somewhat more modern version. These days, there's electricity from a reliable diesel generator. And while there's no cell phone signal, the plumbing works, though washing in the river is still, way I see it anyway, the preferable option. In this part of the world, you live or die by the rice harvest. Less so these days as timbering has changed, well, everything out here, but traditions run deep with the Iban, and Gawai, the harvest festival, was and remains like Christmas and New Year's rolled into one. We will need pork for Gawai. And unfortunately, that means a pig must die. More awkwardly, custom and my personal history in this village demands, once again, that I do the job. Down by the river, I shot my baby. What did Neil mean by that? Why would he do that, shoot his baby? Unless baby was a delicious, delicious pig. I'd like to tell you that this is never easy, that I felt this time like I did the first time. Sad, nauseated, complicit, aware that I'd crossed a line, been changed by the violence and the blood and the awful noise. But that would be a lie.
There. Straight in.
This time, I plunged the spear in without hesitation or remorse. When the pig dies, finally gives it up, I feel only relief. I have been hardened by the last 10 years. I don't know what that says about me, but there it is. Far up the Skrang River, the countdown to Gawai is on. And I can't help but be struck by one particular upgrade since my last visit. Karaoke. As I come to learn, constant karaoke. Never-ending karaoke. From a limited playlist of favorites, nearly 24 hours a day, accompanied by copious amounts of beer, tuak, and other strong spirits.
Selamat Hari Gawai. Kayo guru kaya Gawai.
It should be pointed out, Gawai isn't just about consuming potentially blinding amounts of alcohol. It's also about food. And one would be well advised to eat a lot, lay down a solid base for the torrent to come.
Oh, thank you. I feel so guilty. No, not at all, actually.
Should not.
So delicious. Oh, no, it's good. All right.
That's the Iban tradition. They keep on, put rice on your plate.
Keep it common.
Yeah.
Good. Delicious.
Oh, nyalai. Semua kita di rumah, hari ini nyiapin itu. Tahu kita bising hirup, kalau mai tahu nanti ngirup mana-mana. Dah, pelitiak nak ada suaku. Ngirup tahu, pelitiak nak tahu. Berasa panjungai, anak berkerakar. Oh, dah hirup dengan telawainya. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Gawai.
Happy Gawai. Happy
All right.
As the revelry kicks into high gear, there is nowhere to hide. I know only that if I sit still, anywhere within range of hospitality, there will be a river of booze. Beer, tuak, which is rough, handcrafted local rice wine, and its more lethal distilled bigger brother, Lang Cao. Then somebody's pouring you Johnny Black or JD or VAT 69, then Lang Cao again, then who knows? You only know it keeps coming until you sag face down onto the hand-woven mats and pass out. Perfectly acceptable practice, by the way.
Good to be back in paradise.
I wake up, I go to sleep, I wake up again. The party's moved down a few doors, but it's still going. This is an experience that will repeat itself again and again for the next 3 days. One time, it's the ladies still standing, partying like it's 1999, dancing and drinking. Another time, it's the old dudes, the village chiefs and elders. And everybody, elders, women, children, visiting relatives and their families from Kuala Lumpur and Kuching and abroad, wherever circumstances or the Bajellai took them. The party expands and contracts according to mysterious patterns that I am in no shape to discern.
1, 2, 3.
Morning routine. Wake up, feed the chickens, rake the pepper drying in the sun. Then it's time to rock the bike, people. And it starts all over again. While the party continues up at the Longhouse, I've got an appointment. If you were wondering, by the way, if this hurts, two guys hammering away on my sternum with a bamboo club and sharp needles, yes, it hurt a lot. And you can be damn sure if I wasn't on television while it was happening, I'd be whimpering and yelping like a gut-shot poodle.
Right. There you stand up.
All right, good? Very happy, guys. Thank you. Happy Gawai. All right, let's party.
Another tattoo is never going to make me younger or tougher or more relevant. It won't reconnect me 10 years from now with some spiritual crossroads in my life. No. At this point, I think my body is like an old car. Another dent ain't gonna make a whole lot of difference. At best, it's a reminder that you're still alive and lucky as hell. Another tattoo, another thing you did, another place you've been. A final, long gaze at the river. Take in, probably for the last time in my life, the slow rhythms of the village. One more thing to do. Say goodbye to an old friend.
He was a very strong man.
Yes.
I remember him well, running uphill, faster than all of us. So what do? We leave him a beer?
Yes.
Some cigarettes?
Yes.
He would like that?
Yeah, he like.
First cigarette in 2 years for you, man.